Hello children, welcome to the biology class. Today we are going to discuss about the characteristics of vertebrates. So what are the characteristics of vertebrates? See the how it breathes, how their body is covered. So whether born born alive or they will give eggs. They are warm blooded or cold blooded, and something that makes them different. These are the characteristic features of vertebrates. So vertebrates can be classified into following major groups are amphibians, birds, fishes, mammals and reptiles. So first comes to the amphibians. So amphibians have developed special features that allow them to live in water as well as on land. So which makes different amphibians from other mammals is they can live both on land and in water. So what are their characteristics is their skin is slimy and smooth. Their skin is smooth and slimy. That is, they are having wet skin. Limbs are the organs of locomotion. They are having forelimbs and hind limbs, which are helps for the locomotion. Neck is absent, as in fish and salamanders and frogs are examples of amphibians. So they breathe with the help of gills as tadpoles, and when they develop into frogs. So tadpoles are what? The larval stage of a frog. So when they are in the tadpole, they breathe through their gills, and when they develop, that means when they turn to the adult frog, amphibians, they breathe through the lungs, and they are cold-blooded animals, and they'll give, that means eggs. So they'll not give direct birth to the animals, their offspring. So they lay eggs. Amphibians, that is frogs, lay eggs. And next comes to the fish. So fishes, we know that they live in water. So they have a spindle shaped body and they have a scaly and slimy skin. So you might have observed on the skin. So fish has a scales. So that offer the least resistance while swimming. So fishes, they breathe with the help of gills and body covers with scales. So they are having special organs which allow them to swim. Those are called fins. So what are the respiratory organs in the fish is gills. And neck is absent. Rohu, katla and shark are the examples of fish. So they breathe under the water. So fins for locomotion. That means for the movement which helps them to move, fins helps them to move, and they lay eggs, and fishes are cold-blooded animals. And next comes to the birds. So birds, they breathe with the help of lungs. So body covered with feathers. So birds mostly fly in the air, except a few that are flightless birds. For example, penguin, kiwi are the examples. Those they cannot fly. Ostrich, they are what? Penguin, kiwi, ostrich, they are flightless birds. So birds mostly fly in the air. So what are the characteristics of birds? Their body are covered with feathers and their forelimbs are modified into wings, which helps them to fly. So body covered with feathers, and they lay eggs. They don't have a teeth, but they have a strong horny beak which helps them to eat, and they have a light bones. Why they are having light bones? Which allow the oxygen, and also that helps them to fly. And so lungs are the organs for breathing, that is for respiration. And birds, they lay eggs and they are warm-blooded animals. So they have wings. And examples of birds, you know, right? Parrot, pigeon, crow, sparrow are the examples of birds. And next comes to the mammals. So mammals, are the most complex of all animals. That means very high developed animals among all the animals. So what are the characteristics of mammals are? So mammals, they breathe with the help of lungs. That means the respiratory organ is lungs. So the body is covered with skin and fur, and few animals, they have a hair on their skin, and few animals, they have a fur on their skin, that means which protects them. And most animals give birth to their young ones. So they will give birth to their young ones. Except mammals, all other animals, they lay eggs. So which lay eggs are called oviparous, and which give birth to their young ones, those animals are called viviparous. So except platypus, the other mammals, they will give direct birth to their young ones in mammals. And the females have mammary glands that they secrete milk to feed their young ones. So mammals means what? Which gives milk to their young ones. So that is a main distinct feature of mammals. And external earlobes are present. So lungs are the organs for breathing, and they are mammals are warm-blooded animals. So what is the distinct character is? They give birth to their young ones, and they are fully developed young ones. That means, so even a cat, you can see a small baby kitten, it will have all the developed organs, and they will suckle young one through memory. So they will have a memory gland, so that the young one, they can suck milk from the mother. So this is one distinctive character. Example, cats, dogs, rats, rabbits, cow, goat and human beings are examples of mammals. And next is reptiles. What are reptiles? So reptiles are mostly live on land. So their respiratory organ is lungs. So they have a dry, waterproof skin covered with horny scales. So a distinct neck is present. Not fully, but a distinct neck is present. They lay eggs. For example, tortoise, snake and crocodile are the examples of reptiles, and they are cold-blooded animals, and they have a scaly skin. Example are snake, tortoise, crocodile and lizards are the examples of reptiles. So these are about the vertebrates, that is amphibians, birds, fish, mammals and reptiles. If you take the category wise, the first comes fish, next amphibians, next reptiles, next birds, next mammals, as per the order, phylum developing order. So in the next class, we will discuss about the binomial nomenclature, that is the scientific names, how the scientific names are given to the animals. Okay children, have a good day.